Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Mood616 here, and yeah, this is gonna be part 2 of my Blu-ray slash DVD update for November 2014. Yeah, so getting into the DVDs, but first I actually picked up a couple VHS tapes. I basically picked up 2 of these because they do not have official DVD releases, and the other one is really hard to get on DVD. But I do believe that this VHS is actually the cut version of it. But yeah, we'll get into that in a minute. But anyways, first up, VHS, picked up a copy of The Kindred. This is great, man. I watched this VHS the other night, and surprisingly, this is like, an old rental and stuff. It actually looks really good. It's a little noisy in spots, but, picture quality, is VHS, but it wasn't too bad. I haven't seen this movie in such a long time. Really good kind of weird creature feature. This is one flick that really surprises me that doesn't have an official DVD release. It's really crazy it doesn't, but The Kindred, actually really good shape for a couple bucks. Can't beat it. So then next up, I grabbed the Supernaturals. I haven't watched this VHS yet, but the tape is just like in great shape. It's like in perfect shape, but it's actually in better shape than this box. The side is kind of tattered up, but otherwise, no, it's in pretty good shape though, actually. Man, I haven't seen this movie in so long. I can't wait to revisit it, but I remember this movie being pretty bad, but I don't know, we'll see. Supernaturals. And then the one in question is Evil Ed. The interesting thing about this tape is that it actually does say unrated horror 90 minutes, but I do believe that is cut though, because I think the fully uncut version is like 93. So if anybody knows out there if this is the uncut version, maybe the running time's wrong, I don't know. I haven't popped it in yet, but I for a couple bucks, I still wanted to have it. It's got great cover art, so really good, really cool stuff. Surprisingly in really good shape too. So fucking Evil Ed. Yeah. All right, getting into the DVDs. First up here from Raro, the first few are from Raro actually. This one is a Francisco Borelli film, The Perfume of the Lady in Black. Fuck, you gotta love giallo titles, man. They're so awesome. Haven't got around to watching this one yet, but looks pretty cool actually. Even the storyline sounds pretty interesting. So yeah, looking forward to checking this out, man. I'm really digging Raro video right now, so good stuff. Then I grabbed Ruggero Deodato's Ways of Lust. I'm on a really big Ruggero Deodato kick right now. Yeah, Ways of Lust. Haven't gotten around to checking this one out yet, but sounds like a real sleazy Italian sex crime type thriller film that I'm sure I'll like, man. I love Ruggero Deodato's films, man. He's a fucking great director, but yeah. And then just got this one in the mail the other day. Plot of Fear. Paolo Cavari. Fuck, I'm not even going to attempt to say these guys' names, man. This one sounds pretty interesting. Apparently it's all told through like flashbacks and stuff, which would probably annoy some people, but like it. Plot of Fear tells a story of a decadent weekend party full of orgies and drugs on the outskirts of Milan. Yeah, that sounds up my alley. So, Plot of Fear, good stuff. Body Puzzle. Just got finished watching this one. Yeah, this is a great film, man. Hadn't seen this movie in such a long time. But yeah, it's really cool to see Raro Video actually releasing a good copy of this. Lamberto Bava film, really cool type giallo. It's an interesting type giallo because you know who the killer is like right away. In fact, he's on the cover. But the motives and stuff, and there's some twists and turns in this. It's a good flick, man. It's from the 90s, like a later type giallo film. Good stuff, though. And I grabbed another Ruggero Deodato film here. Live Like a Cop, Die Like a Man. This is a great, ultra-violent, fucking Italian crime thriller. Great film, man. Love this shit, man. It was great. Really fun time. You can't go wrong with these films. Really, really good stuff. So, Next up here, actually just finished watching this one a little while ago from Ryan Nicholson, Dead New Girls. Yeah, I had a long battle trying to get this DVD, but shout goes out to Ryan for actually sending me this. Yeah, he contacted me personally and sent it up and stuff, but apparently limited to 100, and I got number 5, which is a pretty crazy low number. But this one right here is directed by Ryan Nicholson, obviously, but he stars in all 3 shorts. It's like 3 little short films. The first one called Axewood, next one called Golden Shower, and the third one called Rump Roast. Basically, he kind of plays the same type character in all 3. Kind of abducting women and torturing them and, kind of raping them and doing shit like that. This is actually literally the definition of torture porn. I hate the term torture porn, but what I mean by porn is that it's actually hardcore porn. Like, there's like open pussy and shit in this, and it's pretty nasty. But so I thought the term torture porn was actually appropriate for this, considering it actually is porn. I had a lot of fun with this. Really nasty gore effects, real nasty vagina mutilation and shit, and it's fucking brutal, man. And you can just imagine what Rump Roast is about and Golden Shower. Yeah, the titles speak for themselves, but Dead New Girls, great stuff from Ryan Nicholson. Next up here, of course, I always have to have a shark film in my update, I swear to God, and that's Megalodon. I've never seen this one. Always wanted to check it out. Like the name Megalodon, but me with my shark films, fuck. Shitty shark films, can't do without them. Then Red Water, starring Lou Diamond Phillips, Kirsty Swanson, and Coolio. Oh my God. God, it's so bad. But yeah, as you can see, I grabbed this one used only for a couple bucks. But yeah, I gotta check this out, man. Red Water, fucking shark films. Speaking of Ruggero Di Dado, I picked this up for Cut and Run. I already own Dead End Drive-In. This is when Anchor Bay just switched over from like their classic Anchor Bay. But yeah, the single edition of Cut and Run goes for retarded money. But this is still the fully uncut version. Cut and Run is such a fucking awesome film, man. It's great shit, man. Richard Lynch is in this as like the bad guy. He's so fucking creepy, man, Richard Lynch. But of course, ultra violent, major gory type action. Fucking, it's great, man. It's a great flick, man. I really enjoyed it. And of course, I just flipped the flipper disc over one night and watched Dead End Drive-In again. And it's such a great flick, man. Great Aussie stuff. Love it. Torture Garden. This is a anthology film from Amicus that I didn't own. This was, I think, the only one that I was missing from my collection of Amicus films. Good stuff, man. I really love the last story on this one. The one with Edgar Allan Poe. It's fucking great, man. Great story. It's got Jack Palance in it, and Peter Cushing in the film. Good stuff, though, man. I enjoyed this. The other stories were kind of hit and miss, but the last one really saved this one for me. Thought it was great stuff. Then we got a Dante Tomaselli film called Horror. This is a fucking trip, man. This was great stuff. I really enjoyed this movie. It'd probably take me 20 minutes to tell the plot of this one, but basically this is a pretty good idea what it is. A living nightmare in hell caught on film. It's really intriguing, man. I think I might do a full-length review of this because this is an interesting film. Dante Tomaselli, he's been kind of hit and miss with me. I didn't really like Satan's Playground too much, but I've liked some of his other flicks, but this one is fucking great. This is awesome. Really highly recommend Horror. Great stuff. Then we got here from Necrostorm, Tater City. This was absolutely fucking amazing fun. Another one with a crazy storyline. Loved every fucking minute of this movie. So goddamn gory. If you love Adam Chaplin, for sure you'll love Tater City. It's fucking awesome. The storyline is just crazy. But in the vein of Adam Chaplin, this was just amazing shit, man. Absolutely loved it. Crazy soundtrack. The gore effects are awesome. Yeah, I couldn't recommend Tater City enough, man. One of the best films I've seen in a long time, actually. Just loved it. And then, of course, I grabbed the newest one from Necrostorm, which is Hotel Inferno. Basically the same. It's the same director as Tater City. ultra violent, ultra gory. Just crazy about this hitman that goes in this hotel and shit turns on him. Now he's got to fight off all these crazy fucking creatures and shit. Really fucking fun movie, man. I'm not even sure which one I like more. I actually watched Tater City 3 times since I've had it. It's fucking great fun, man. The soundtrack just kills. So great. But yeah, these are awesome. You can grab these at Diabolic or you can get them at Necrostorm. I'm looking forward to Hotel Inferno 2. It's going to be great. So... then I got Warlock 3. This is this is very, very Bruce painful to watch. I know, bad joke. But man, seriously, this movie is fucking awful. It's really, really bad. Don't waste your time with it. Oh, God. If you want to hear more, check out the podcast. Fuck, it sucked. Death by VHS. This is an anthology, basically no-budget anthology film. I really like the name of this film. Really, I didn't care for like any of the shorts in this. I actually thought it was pretty shitty. Like, I generally like these low budget things, but this one right here I thought was a little actually boring. Nothing really intrigued me at all. I don't know. Yeah, it's unfortunate. And then I never had a copy of The Burrowers for some odd reason. I love this flick, man. I really wish that they would do more horror films set in like the Wild West setting. Really great stuff, man. I haven't watched this one in a long time, but set in 1879. Love the setting. Great shit though, man. Really, really interesting flick. Speaking of interesting flicks, actually, this was pretty interesting. Death Watch. Basically about this... these soldiers that get stuck on behind enemy lines and stuff, and then they get kind of stuck in this bunker and shit, and they can't get out, and crazy shit starts happening to some of the soldiers and shit, and they can't figure out what the fuck is going on with this bunker. It's really interesting, man. I really enjoyed this. I think that the Squad was kind of similar, but this one was actually done a lot better. This is like from 2003, man. I never even really heard of this film. I'd seen it around. I never really heard anyone talk about it, but yeah, great flick, man. It's even got a Clive Barker quote on the front. Death Watch is a finely crafted piece of work, subtle, eerie, and powerful. It really is, man. It's not as like beautifully shot as The Squad, but it's way more entertaining. So Death Watch, I recommend that one. I thought it was pretty cool. Fatal Frames from Synapse. This is an Italian giallo type slasher film. Not a great flick, but I talked about this one on the podcast. You want to hear a more in-depth review of it. But this one's very unique for, the cinematography and sound design and just really odd things that are going on. Yeah, it even says, like, unusual cinematography, sound design, and music. The music changes so often, but like I said, it kind of gives you a pretty good idea what you're going to get yourself into. The movie really does look like this. It's very bluish gray, kind of. It's fucking very cool looking. Not for everybody, but I did enjoy this movie. The ending was brutally bad, though. Really didn't like the ending. So All Hallows Eve. Heard so many good things about this. I've heard some people say they didn't really care for this. I finally got around to watching it. Anthology flick. I didn't really care for the first 2 stories, to be honest. I loved the third one. Then I find out after that this thing was actually crafted because of the third story. It was a short that was done by the director, so then he just created an entire anthology around that one. Hence the quality of the other 2. It does make sense now. But yeah, the third one's really, really good. Creepy ass fucking clown. I like the wraparound story in it, but it did save it for me. It's definitely watchable. I'll watch this one again someday. But, finally got around to seeing that shit. And then we got Witching and Bitching, released by IFC, of course, in Canada. They are released under the Mongrel label. Yeah. This is a fucking batshit crazy flick, man. I really enjoyed this. It's just so crazy. It's kind of like Harry Potter-ish in a way. About these guys that, pull off this heist, and they end up at this, like, witch fucking castle, and while they're doing their... I think they're going to be doing some type of rituals or something. I don't know. But it was just fucking nuts, man. This is a really interesting flick. Highly enjoyed it. Definitely check it out. Yeah. Moving along here. We got Heartless here. I've wanted to check this one out for a long time. A Flawless Whore. Best film of the year. I don't know, man. I always see this one around. I just finally got around to grabbing it. It's really cheap, couple bucks, so why not? Don't really know much about it, to be honest, but then we got Hollow Man. I know this is on Blu-ray, but you know, for $2 I couldn't pass it up. So surprisingly, I just never had this in my collection. It's so odd. But yeah, I don't mind this movie, man. I think it's actually pretty cool. I think some of the effects are pretty shitty, but whatever. Oh yeah, I got a couple non-horror titles in here. Batteries not included. Yeah, I haven't seen this movie forever, but me and my buddy got talking about this flick a while ago, and I was like, you know what? I don't even have a copy of it, so I should grab it for a couple bucks. So I need to revisit this, man. I haven't seen it in years. Then I grabbed The Mechanic, Charles Bronson. I love me some Charles Bronson. I know that Twilight Times put this on Blu-ray, but there's no fucking hell I was ever going to buy the Blu-ray from them. But yeah, The Mechanic, this is a great flick, man. So entertaining. We need another Blu-ray release for it. But yeah, Charles Bronson, The Mechanic, great flick. And I grabbed Invasion USA, Chuck Norris. I really don't like this cover art, to be honest. The best of Chuck Norris. I don't know. But yeah, great flick though. You know, these older fucking Chuck Norris flicks. I mean, older. I mean, I guess they're all older now. I don't know. Richard Lynch, of course, is in this one too, which is fucking funny as hell. Yeah, it's a great flick though. Good action. I enjoy it. From Intervision, we've got Mondo Cannibal from Bruno Mattei. I think I'm actually going to pop this in right now, actually right after I'm done this update, so give this one a watch. I've been wanting to check out these cannibal flicks for years and years. I never even thought they were ever going to get released, but I love me some Bruno Mattei, man. He's such a bad director, but he directs a lot of really entertaining flicks, so you can't go wrong, man. Mondo Cannibal. Awesome shit. And then, of course, I grabbed In the Land of Cannibals, a film by Martin Miller. I think Bruno Mattei has like a million different aliases, I swear. Or pseudonyms, or whatever you want to call them. I guess it'd be alias, I don't know. But yeah, I've heard that these are just absolutely fucking ridiculous. Like, they're total throwback films. I'm not 100% sure if they're shot on video. But I don't know, man. Intervision, I'm glad that Intervision's putting out a bunch of stuff again. It's fucking glad to see those guys back dropping some shit. The Fear Chamber. Now, this was actually a mistake. I actually ordered the Boris Karloff Fear Chamber film, and they sent me this, and so I was kind of like, what the fuck is this bullshit? Of course, they didn't even have another copy of the one I ordered, so got a refund, but it seems to happen quite a bit for me. I have such bad luck with ordering stuff. So I don't know a thing about this flick. It looks terrible, so it probably fucking is. Next up here, Killer Buzz. Man, I love me some fucking, Killer B films, and I realized, I was like looking through my collection a couple weeks back, and I was like, I don't have a lot of Killer B films, man. I need to get on some of those older ones from the 70s and shit, but this one right here, I just really like the cover. It's awesome. Yeah, I actually as a child got stung in my eye by a bee. Man, it fucking hurt. To this day, I'm still terrified of bees, man. They come near me and I run like a little bitch with a skin knee and shit. I'm crying, man. Yeah, fuck. I hate those fuckers. Cassadaga. I've heard pretty good things about this flick, man. So I don't know though, but Breeding the Back doesn't sound anything like, too new or interesting, but I don't know, man. I'll give this one a watch eventually. It's actually still sealed. I picked this one up used, but I love that when I grab shit used and it fucking slipcover and brand new for a couple bucks, so you can't beat that. Harpoon, I've never actually seen this one. I've wanted to check this out for a long time. Whale Watching Massacre, unrated. Gunnar Hansen, I heard Gunnar Hansen's in this for like, what, 1 fucking minute, if that. I've heard a lot of mixed opinions on this one, but yeah, for a couple bucks, I really could not pass it up. I just always wanted to check it out. Then of course I had to grab The Bunker because I love me some Nazi zombie shit. Anything with Nazi zombies, I always have to grab. I'm just such a sucker for them. This one does look pretty fucking bad though. I don't know. I think one of these days I might actually do like a Nazi zombie theme week on my channel. Just so I can actually give me a reason to watch some of these flicks, man. The Bunker. Yeah, looks terrible. Yeah, for everybody that's, that knows me, I grab any flick that has Frankenstein in the title or is about Frankenstein. This one's from Something Weird Video, Frankenstein's Castle of Freaks. I've wanted to check out for years, man. Just never got around to actually finding a copy for cheap. As you can see, I grabbed this one used. I hate when they put the fucking stickers on the back of these snapper cases because they're paper. Fucking morons. But yeah, Frankenstein's Castle of Freaks. That looks alright. Then we got Frankenstein. This one's got Donald Sutherland in it, William Hurt, Alec Newman, Luke Gross, Luke Goss, I should say, again. Used. This one came out in like 2003, but like I said, I'm just infatuated with Frankenstein, so anything to do with Frankenstein, I'll check out the stories. And then here's another one just titled Frankenstein. Michael Madsen's in this film, which is interesting. But this one's from the director of the Chainsaw remake, so I'm pretty curious on that, to be honest. Again, a couple bucks, Frankenstein. I have to grab them all. I actually didn't even know about this one. I just randomly came across it, and I was like, I gotta check that shit out. And then when I grabbed Frankenstein 80, a flick that I have seen before, which I don't fucking remember for the life of me. I know I've seen this movie, though. I think it's an Italian Mario Mancini, so it's like an Italian fucking Frankenstein story from 1972. Yeah, I vaguely remember. I think I saw this. I don't know where I've seen this movie before, but Frankenstein 80. Yeah, looks bad. Gangsters, Guns, and Zombies. I started watching this flick, and then I realized I was not in the mood for watching a zomcom. Zomcoms to me are sometimes I just get really, really fucking pissy with them. And this one was just kind of pushing the envelope for me. The first few jokes were just so stupid. I was like, oh my god, I gotta turn this off. So I will eventually, when I get in the mood, watch this full flick. I've heard it's not the greatest, but I don't know, man. Sometimes these ones, they do work for me, but other times they don't, so I don't know. Gangsters, Guns, and Zombies. Then we got Penumbra from IFC. I picked this one up used, and it's actually still sealed, brand new, so that's always a fucking bonus. But I've heard that this one's actually pretty damn good. Really, just like Jeremy, I'm a big fan of IFC films and everything that they release, so I like that quote up in the top, the oozes atmosphere, because as people know, I love flicks with atmosphere. It just changes the whole thing for me if it's got good atmosphere. Even if it's a shit film, it still works for me most of the time. But I don't know, man. This one looks pretty interesting, I have to say. Looks okay. And here's one I've been wanting to check out forever because I love me some fucking train, underground, subway type horror films. I think I might actually try and do like a theme week on this too. I think I have enough films to make a whole week out of. But yeah, this one I've been wanting to check out for so long. I heard really good things. Creep. Yeah, I can pass that up, man. Love me some underground shit. And I finally grabbed Spiders. The City is Crawling. Fuck, I really, really hate spiders, but I love spider horror flicks, man. No matter how bad they are, I don't know what it is about spider flicks, but they just always seem to find their way into my collection, like shitty shark films. So, Spiders. Another one I grabbed used, which is still brand new sealed. Zombie Self-Defense Force. I fucking couldn't pass this up, man. Zombie Samurais. Oh, dude, this just looks so bad, but awesome. I think it actually says, if you thought Attack Girls Swim Team versus the Undead and Zombie Hunter, aka Rika, were insane. Until you see the film that began the entire... so this is actually the first movie in that trilogy. I did not know this after I got this, because I actually reviewed Attack Girls Swim Team a long time ago on another foreign review channel, which we won't talk about, but yeah, that movie's batshit crazy, so I'm really looking forward to this. If this is the first one, so Zombie Self-Defense Force. Fuck, that looks awesome. Another zombie flick that I grabbed, Zombie Undead. I don't know, man. Honestly, I don't even know what the hell I'm doing with my life anymore. I'm just grabbing flicks randomly and shit. So, yeah, Zombie Undead. I don't know. Give it a shot. I don't think it's a Zomcom, so that's good. And last up for the DVDs here is Godzilla Volume 1. This is from the late 70s Godzilla animated series. I think for some odd reason these were put out in like, I think there's 3 volumes of these. You know, like 4 or 5 episodes a piece kind of thing. I don't know why they didn't just put it out in one box set, but yeah, I gotta hunt down the other couple volumes to get these. I love anything Godzilla based, so had to grab this shit. I think that volume 2 or something is like crazy out of print, so it really pisses me off. But I know that there's another Godzilla animated series too that I need to get my hands on, but these older ones these are actually pretty fucking entertaining. I watched a couple episodes and it's pretty funny actually. But yeah, Godzilla Volume 1, so. Alright, so that's going to do it for the update. I think that was like 45 DVDs. Not my usual 80 or 90, but, you know, I'm just actually waiting for a lot of things in the mail. But yeah, I don't know. I'll probably have a pretty decent update at the end of December, hopefully. So, not really a lot of stuff coming out this month that I actually want, so. But I did order a lot of stuff from Amazon that, of course, was out of stock when, you know, I had it pre-ordered, and I don't even want to get into this shit again. It's really fucking pissing me off every time I pre-order something. But I know my Tales from the Crypt Blu-ray from Screen Factory already shipped, so that's good. So I'll have that on time. But anyways, I'm rambling. Anyways, guys, this video is almost 27 minutes, and I'm pretty sure you guys are tired of hearing my shitty voice. So anyways, dudes, you seen any of these flicks, let me know down below what you thought. Thumbs up if you like the video, thumbs down if you don't. I don't give a shit. And I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.